The inaugural meeting of Cumann was held in Wynn's Hotel in Abbey Street in Dublin on the 2nd of April 1914, and the presiding woman at that meeting was Agnes O'Farrelly. Now, O'Farrelly came from a very prominent Irish language supporting family. She was prominent in the Gaelic League herself, a friend of Douglas Hyde and Owen MacNeill, a supporter of pan-Celticism, and very much involved in the promotion of the Irish language, although apparently she herself had terrible Irish. She goes on to become a professor of Irish at UCD and works there till her retirement. Now, O'Farrelly wouldn't be seen as one of the more radical members of Cumann or indeed any of the organisations she was involved in, but she does preside over that first meeting, and she delivers the inaugural address at the meeting when the executive have come together in Wynn's Hotel. Interestingly, O'Farrelly's inaugural speech does include the idea that Cumann are to be support or auxiliary to the Irish volunteers. She has no problem with that subordinate position of the women to the volunteers, to be the fundraisers, to run the safe houses as they did in the War of Independence, to provide for the Irish volunteers who will be the ones who will go out and fight for Irish independence. Now, obviously, this inaugural address does lead to a controversy with the women of the feminist organisations, particularly the Franchise League women and certain other women who would see this step that Cumann are taking, promoting themselves as auxiliaries to the volunteers, as a retrograde step in the campaign for full and equal citizenship for women. So there is a debate within the newspapers that happens after O'Farrelly delivers that inaugural speech. And in lots of ways, that is O'Farrelly's most important intervention in the narrative of Cumann, because she soon leaves the organisation as she supports Redmond in his supporting of the British war effort and his encouragement of the volunteers to join the British Army. Obviously, he had his reasons for that, including the promise of home rule when the war was over. So O'Farrelly is really only a part of Cumann for that brief early formation months, but her inaugural speech, I think, is very important to look at, because it does lay the foundation of what Cumann sees itself as initially. That does change, but her part, I suppose, as the first presiding executive of Cumann has to be marked.